Welcome back to part 23 of Let's Play Super Mario 64, the 120-star add-on. My name's ilikebeingsmart, and when we last left off, we were gonna blast off to the top of the snowman head because I didn't feel like climbing that far. I believe that's what I was gonna do. Since I recorded a big block of Rocket Robot on Wheels, I figure fair enough that I should record a big block of this. Can I actually, I wonder if I can hit the tree up here. Oh! 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 Oh, that was awesome! Where am I? Where am I in regards to the star? Oh, yeah! Well, that was easy enough. There's star number 82. Okay. Well, shit, son. Where do we go next? Should we just bite the bullet and get these 100 coin stars over with? I think we should. I really do. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. But if I want to get all 120 stars, yeah, let's bite the bullet and get the hard stars. We started off with an easy star, so I should at least feel pretty good. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well whenever this video finds you. It's kind of funny because I had like a month where I didn't do anything LP-wise, and now I'm doing 2. And that actually, I kind of had it planned that way. This was kind of my backup idea. This was like my, I don't have any ideas, let's do this game idea. But then I came up with the idea of doing Rocket Blind, right? And, you know, I was like, I feel like we should get this one over with first. This is probably going to be the hardest of the 4. Like, you'd think Dire Docks would be the hardest of the 4, but that's got, because it's got less coins. But I hate this level, so let's just get this over with. So yeah, the initial plan was to do Space Station Silicon Valley, right? That was the original plan. And then I realized I couldn't get a graphics plugin to work, or I was just too lazy to get a graphics plugin to work. You almost have to get this one over here first. And you have to go in the pyramid. There's really no way to... crap. There's really no way to get around it. No, we want to go backward. What are you kidding me? Are you... Oh, you asshole. So the original plan was to do Space Station Silicon Valley. I was too lazy to look for a better, I was too lazy to look for a better emulator and, or a better graphics card. Because I was so happy to have my N64 working. I'm like, well, might as well finish off this project in an unofficial kind of way. You know, I cheaped out Bowser. But the thing is, I never actually beat Bowser. I think what some people may not realize is I never actually beat Bowser at 50 stars the first time, if you go back to that video. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's better at least. Yeah? I should have kept that on camera, that was a funny joke. Well, you'll just have to, I just have to wonder what my dad was saying. Oof. Jeez. There we go. Alright. 1/10 of the way there. Oh, so a funny thing happened at work today. If you don't know, I work at McDonald's. I'm trying to make enough money to kind of live on my own and readjust to life after my radio job. That's the basics. I had a radio job, I kind of fucked it up, and I need to make money. Oh god. And, yeah, so I'm working at McDonald's. which is much below what I'm eventually going to do. However, yeah, it's where I need to be right now. So, anyway, so I was at McDonald's today. It was a really kind of screwy day, as days at McDonald's often are. And, you get back here, you little Goomba. Sure. I don't know how many coins I have to get here, outside the pyramid before I go in the pyramid. I'm not gonna get all of them, obviously. And I'm gonna get as much as I can in safe territory. Oh, can I get this guy kind of lured over here? Okay. So I was there today, and it was like a screwy day, but it kind of always is a screwy day, depending on what manager is there. Some days it's a good day, sometimes it's an average day, and sometimes it's just a flat-out screwy day, where it's just like, oh my god, I can't figure this out. I'm just gonna give up now. Oh, shit. Get out of here. It was just one of those days today. You know how sometimes, oh, right, I don't need to stand on the pillars. Miss Fuzzbottom brought up the point that there's actually, I'm going to show you here. And I need to get this other gap. I had completely forgotten that there's an entrance to the pyramid right there. I had completely forgotten about it. So I'm not going to go in there now, obviously, but that's probably where I'm going to go, because I have the best shot at, oh, shit, that was scary. Oh, man. There we go, right here. Safety. Safety. But that's probably where I'm going to go in, because I have a better chance of getting coins going down there. Okay, here's another one of these guys. Jesus. Let's look at this coin. I don't know how many coins are in the period. I don't know how many coins are in the pyramid. I'm assuming that there's at least 50. I don't know. You bitch! Alright. So, any extra kind of... Oh god, how am I gonna get back over there? Shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, boy. Pray to God that we don't get pwned by this. Alright, let's go! So anyway, to finish my story... I know, I'm sorry, it's a bad habit. You know, I don't really finish stories in real life either. That's not just a YouTube thing, that's it. I start a story and I get distracted. And, there we go. That helps significantly. I can get back to that one! Okay, well I think there's enough in here where I don't need that one. We'll see. We'll see if that's right. I hope. Means we'll have to squash a couple extra Goombas along the way. So I was in there today, and I was like supposed to do fries, and then like I was supposed to do front counter, and I got like shoot away for fries, and I was really confused. So, needless to say, it's just nothing more to say about it. I was just really confused. Is this coins? This would be lovely if it was coins. No, just some more. Okay. Well, I'm gonna trust the force here and see what happens. There we go. Oh god, camera angles. So I get to the front counter. I say, hello, how can I help you? You know, friendly. Like, because, you know, I wasn't in the greatest mood, but around the customers, you know, you have to be friendly. You have to be pleasant. No matter what kind of... Nice timing. Smart, nice timing. No matter what kind of mood you're in, it's most important that, you know, that the customers, you know, aren't in that mood, basically. So, oh, we're gonna have plenty of. So, I said, hi, how can I help you? And this gentleman, he's an older gentleman, he said, where's your dollar menu? And I turned around and I started to say, oh, it's over here. And all of a sudden I went, whoa, because I looked up and I saw a bunch of numbers. And you might be thinking, well, of course there's a bunch of numbers, it's prices. But it's the dollar menu, which means you don't have to keep putting a dollar, they just say dollar menu, and it's $1, right? But I looked and I realized there was like 80, 170, 160, 110, and I'm like, this is a dollar menu, and yet there's stuff more than $1. Until I looked kind of because in our store the dollar menu's on the right, and until I realized, looked at the other menu items and realized that was calorie count. So all of a sudden I kind of looked, and we've gotten rid of the chicken. I don't know about other stores, but for corporate, the moment has gotten rid of chicken selects. I don't know why a lot of people like them. And so one of the first things I noticed is that the number 9 meal is now a 10-piece meal. But I was like, these are all calories. So what it is, it's a menu. Oh, this guy isn't gonna get over here any quicker. Hush up. Oh God, that was close. Okay. It's like this. It's like all the calories of the sandwiches are now like on the front counter menu. Oh, look at this time. Oh God, look at this. Look at how well timed that is. I could not time it any better myself if I were a speedrunner. Look at that, dude. Right there. And I was like, shit, man. So yes, so what is it? Is, where you have like the number 1, number 2, most of you are familiar with that. If you're not, you're very lucky. The number 1, number 2 and all that. And so it's like number 1, it's like price of sandwich only, number of calories in sandwich. And beneath that, so it's a picture of the sandwich, right? So see this in your head. It's a picture of a sandwich. On the left-hand side, it's the price of the sandwich. And to the right of that is how many calories are in the sandwich. And then below that is the price of the meal. And then next to that is how many calories would be in the middle of range of, if you have the medium fry or large fry or drink or whatever. If you have like a soft drink and a medium fry versus a soft drink and a large fry. It's like bracketed of between this and this. And I was like, that's crazy. But you know what? That is going to make my dad so freaking happy. Because he's been complaining for years that that kind of thing should be enacted. So I tell my mom about this. She's like, wow, that has to be kind of weird. Tell my dad, the first thing he asks me is there a sodium count too? I'm like, no, it's just the calories. Well, it's a start. Everybody's going to have to follow suit. So I'm curious, if that's something like that's in your town, tell me, or what do you think of that idea? I think it's kind of crazy. But we got through the hard world. Next time on part 24, more Basement 100 Coin Stars. My name's ilikebeingsmart. Peace out.